Yes, we are live on Normski TV, the What's Going On podcast. Yes, it's been another week of football, drama, COVID, you name it, red cards, supposedly red cards, and Arsenal in the top four. Thomas Tuchel, should he be worried? Lots of questions. Want to know the answers to this. Was hoping to have Kofi on, but he's not feeling too good. He may come on, depending on the guests that I've got coming on. They played Tottenham on Sunday. What a game. What an absolute end-to-end game. You know, ends up 2-2. So we're going to talk about that game as well. Got a guest on. He's been in the chat for the past couple of months, running his gums. But he's going to be coming on. I'm going to be introducing. He's known as Chili, but his real name, Aka Andy. I will be coming on. I got him in the back room. I'm just waiting for Dave, who's in Dubai at the moment. He's going to be on with us. He'll be on for about half an hour with us. So yeah, it's going to be a good show. We're going to be, discussing all things football, and hopefully we'll have some interaction in the chat. Hopefully people will come on and chat. I've got my sister typing away. I think she can't get onto my stream for some reason. Let me send her the link again because she seems to be having problems. So let me just do this, copy that, and hopefully she will. Let me do that. Copy that. Hopefully she'll get that way. Hopefully she can click onto that and she might see it. Yeah. So yeah. So listen. Yeah. It's all good. I've got Tottenham support. I don't normally have it. Notice I'm wearing my red shirt. And normally, when he sees this, he's like Count Dracula. They don't like garlic. So when he sees this badge, I'll be bringing him in a second. I'm just waiting for Dave. I don't know where he is. I want him to be on here because I want to bring them all in. Where you at, mate? Hopefully we'll come in. Right. Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna crack on with the show, and we just want to discuss all things football this weekend. It's been a frantic weekend with everything that's been going on. Yeah, let me well, Chili just disappeared, so I'll wait for him to come back, and then we'll bring him in. But I hope you guys have been doing well over the festive period. We've got Christmas coming up soon. This Omicron variant is mad, it's knocking people left, right, and center, affecting football, high cases with our footballers, and a lot of the managers calling for the league to be suspended. But the FA turned around and said no, they're going to go ahead with it. There will now be no Christmas break. The government may, go into lockdown probably after Christmas. So there's a chance that yeah, okay. My sister's on now. Oh, bro, yeah. Kay's there. That's my sister. She's also married to a Tottenham fan. So you'll be happy for that, Chili, when you come on. So I'm gonna bring you in. Let me bring you in now. Yes, Mr. Chili.
Yes, sir.
I can't listen, man. Man went and got his Tottenham shirt. Man went to go and get his Tottenham shirt. He ain't having it, bro. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, Chili. Big Tottenham supporter. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good, man. You?
Yeah, man. I'm all right, man. As ever. Happy. Oh, hold on a minute, chill. Just a second. Sorry, I just dropped something on the floor. Oh no, I was just Tottenham. Sorry. I realised that all day today, mate.
It seems like sister's the one who got the brains in the family.
Very funny, very funny. So how you doing anyway, mate?
No, I'm good.
Good. And what about your team, mate? How's your team?
Oh, you know what we're doing. Holding Liverpool 2-2. Can't complain.
Yeah, mate. That game was mad. We might as well talk about that game. It was a crazy game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, what was your expectation going into that game? Because first of all, let me just say, please, guys, please like, subscribe, and share the channel. 193 on my way to 200 subscribers. So please, if you're new to this stream, please like, subscribe, and share. and hit that like button. Coming back to what I was saying, Chile. Just going on with Tottenham now. Looking, you got Conte there, and also, you had a few COVID issues, to say the least. Fixture congestion. You obviously played one of your games in hand, which is Liverpool. We will talk about that. But let's first of all start off with the situation at Tottenham with regards to the COVID. Has all your players now returned back?
I think most of them are back in training now. I'm not sure how long they've got to isolate for, but the majority of them are back in training now, so that's a good thing.
So was there a worry that the fact that they hadn't played for a good few weeks, because you had the Burnley game, which you still yet to play, that was called off because of snow. Then the Brighton game was called off because of the COVID cases, and then you had the Leicester game. Do you know what I mean? And then the situation with the Wrens today confirmed that you're kicked out of Europe. But Conte's not happy about that either, because he's saying that they want to win the game on the pitch according to him, but they're thinking about maybe taking this to the court of arbitration. I don't know what your thoughts are. Would you want to stay in Europe, playing in the Europa Conference League, or would you just rather just be out of it and just focus on the league and focus on the other domestic cups?
It's kind of 50-50, because if you're in a competition, you want to win it, regardless of what it is. It's a cup. We need a cup badly. So, but then would I rather fight for fourth? I think so. I think I'd rather concentrate on the league rather than that European cup.
But I tell you what, you would have probably had a good chance of probably winning that. I know Leicester have dropped down into it because they obviously got.
We lost to FC Mora. We weren't winning that.
Well, you're the one that brought it up, mate. So you know what I mean. Against part-timers, I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. But listen, we don't want to dwell on that because it could be quite painful for you. But you're saying basically you would rather concentrate on going for that top four.
Yeah.
And, I suppose with the games that you've got in hand. As a matter of fact, let's just look at your fixture list. Tottenham, you're currently lying in 7th place. Obviously, with 3 games in hand, and obviously you've got all those games to play. But you got the EFL. I think are you playing tonight? Well, no, tomorrow. You're playing West Ham tomorrow, aren't you?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, you're playing West Ham tomorrow. Then on Tuesday the 28th, you'll go away to Southampton. Then you're away to Watford. Then you have the FA Cup 3rd round. Should be. Let's see, Morecambe. You should beat them, and then you've got the big one, the big North London derby. That's the 16th of January. That's Tottenham v Arsenal. That's going to be absolutely massive. So those games, looking at those games up until the Arsenal game, and then you're away to Chelsea after us. What are your thoughts on sort of making up those games? Do you think that you will catch us?
Well, we should be winning all of those games. Take West Ham out because they're playing very well at the moment, and that's a cup game anyway.
Right.
Take West Ham out of it, and we should beat South.
Okay, sorry, mate. Let me just walk in there. Just want to welcome the Mr. Dubai Tuchel Champion League winner, Mr. David Warren.
Yo. Evening, guys. Hey, Chile. Hey, Jared.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, I got a Tottenham man on. Can you believe it?
I know.
The show's never been so good.
Well, Dave, you know what? Us and Chelsea feel about Tottenham fans, eh?
Yeah.
We'll say no more.
Yeah. We'll say no more.
What, are you Chelsea?
Yeah, of course, Chile. Obviously, come on.
I'm just itching all over, man.
Dave, welcome to the stream and welcome to the Normski TV podcast. What's going on podcast? Sadly, Kofi can't be with us today. He's not feeling too good. He said he will be in the chat. Yeah, he's not feeling too good.
Surprise! Liverpool dropped points and he's not around.
Well, hold on a minute, Kofi. You've been called out live on the What's Going On podcast. As a matter of fact, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
It just honestly, Chile. I've never seen Kofi come online when Liverpool have dropped points. Never seen him come online afterwards.
So defend yourself in the chat.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Right, yeah. So listen, guys, I was just talking to Chile about Tottenham and their games in hand, and the fact that, you know, would they be able to make up those games? I mean, for me, it's better to have the points on the table than to be playing all those games. Now, the games that I've just mentioned, Chile, they are winnable games. But, you know what I mean? Arsenal need to keep doing what they're doing. Dave sent me a lovely text to say, wow, 4-1. I don't know if it was out of shock or what, but...
yeah. It was an impressive win, 4-1. You won 4-1 away to Leeds. Yeah, that's impressive.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Dave. You don't really give too many compliments to us, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But anyway, going back to Tottenham. So Chile, so what was basically saying? So where do you think you're going to finish? Where do you think you're going to finish in the league with Conte at the helm? What's your chances of top 4?
It's looking good because you're doing all right at the moment, but you're not really a threat. I can't see you finishing top 7, to be honest.
Bro, listen. Let me just take out this stream right now, you know. What do you mean? What are you talking about, brother? Listen, man, I knew this guy would be trouble, you know. I knew this guy would be trouble. Oh, no, Chile, you are pulling my leg, aren't you? You are pulling my leg.
Oh, you're not going to be top 6. You're going to be top 7, top 8. Man United are going to turn it around. That's who we're going to be fighting with for top 4. It's going to be out of us and United.
And why is that? Why is that? Why are you saying that? Is it to do with the managers? What is it? Because I've not seen anything to suggest, and I don't know if David agrees with me, that with Ragnick at the wheel, it was Ollie, that's Ragnick at the wheel. I haven't really seen anything. I mean, they struggled against Norwich. They only beat them 1-0. I haven't seen any change yet, personally speaking, with the way Man United played.
You won't see change in 1 or 2 games. It's going to take 5, 6, 7 games, and then you'll see. Hopefully, that's what you're seeing with Tottenham now, because that performance against Liverpool 5 weeks ago, we'd have been battered 6-0 going there, you know what I mean, or them coming to us. And so,
I was going to say at the start of the conversation, I was going to say, would you fearful?
Well, we hadn't played for 2 weeks. They'd been playing consistently, so I thought they're going to be match fit. They're a much better team than us anyway. I thought they were going to romp it, to be honest. I told everybody that we were going to lose it. Right. But the boys come out and put up a fight, especially Mr. Kane. Goal number 2.
But Chile, do you think you should build on the pitch after that challenge?
Yeah, that was all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dave.
That was all ball. I didn't see anything wrong.
No, Chile, no, come on. No, that is a... That's definitely a joke.
If you're in the chat, guys, let me know what you think about that challenge on Kane. How on earth did Kane get away with that? He's the poster boy of England. This guy will never get sent off. He could have broke his leg.
That's exactly why he got away with it. Do you remember Alan Shearer stamping on somebody's head? Blatantly. Yeah. If you're England's top goal scorer...
Hi, Latoya. Welcome to the chat. Kane should have been sent off. That's Latoya's view.
I thought that. I thought he should have been sent off.
He should have been sent off. That was a red card all day.
Definitely. And, Robertson didn't redeem himself either, mate. I mean, what was he doing?
His one, that was...
Please tell me, what was he doing? Hello, Ray Manny here. Definitely a red card. Definitely a red card. Manny, welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for coming on. And it was definitely a red card. Some of the pundits, some were saying that if it was because it wasn't as high, it was. That's probably why he got away with it.
No, he had studs up. He wasn't in control. He went flying. It was filth.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, and when they interviewed him after the game, it was like, well,
that's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
Oh wow!
Sorry.
He does spit when he talks, though. I did hear that.
I don't know where all this hate's coming from.
Right, Chloe, seriously. He goes, he says, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try and do it in English, right? He said, I just went for the ball. And
Norms, have you got the subtitles?
Sorry, Chili, man. Sorry, man.
Very uncalled for.
Right. Definitely, it was definitely a red card. But let me say though, Tottenham should have won that game.
Yeah, without doubt.
Listen, mate. And what was really great about that game, I mean, it was end to end. Yeah, Mo Salah don't know where he was. Mane don't know what was going on with him. But their midfield, Liverpool's midfield, for me, you know, they missed Henderson, Fabinho, those players, they missed them. You know what I mean? They had some young players in there. Is his name? Is it Ketia? Is it
Ketia?
Yeah, he was absolutely useless. Do you know what I mean? And what they were doing, they were playing over the press, so they weren't trying to play through them. And every time they just waited patiently, and when they won the ball back, literally over the top, a save, Dele Alli. How did he? I mean, it was a great save by Alisson, but mate, they could have won that game 3-4-0. Do you know what I mean?
Kane, they all should have scored.
Yeah,
all of them.
Listen, so a lot of people are saying, based on that result, that Gary Neville's come out and said, like, you know, all top teams should now be fearful of Tottenham. Now, I don't know what you think about that, Dave. Your mouth is.
No, I think it's still a little bit early to be, you know, saying that we should be all top teams should be fearful right now. Because I still feel that they're still trying to regroup. You know, new manager in. So I still feel that there's, you know, some steps and levels for them to go to. Next season, 100%, I feel that there will be, you know, there and about, and especially if they get the right signings. I was
going to say, going on talking about signings. You are, I think, apparently you're looking to get some players in January, and do you think Levy will? Are you definitely linked with some players in January?
Yeah, but Levy has to. That's got to be a part of the terms that Conte came to us. He didn't come to keep this bunch of players, and we're going to have to spend some money. We like at centre back. We definitely need a centre back. Even though I don't know what he gave Ben Davies before that Liverpool game.
But that's another thing, and that, I don't know why some of these pundits, it's like they want to flatter certain teams and managers, because we all know that you don't have a big squad. You know, you look at your midfield back in the day. You know, you used to have Eriksen in there and Dembele and Wanyama, and now you've got Winks and Højbjerg. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. It's not like. So they can't be flattering Spurs. This is not what Spurs had beforehand. Do you know what I mean? So you definitely need to buy players, 100%.
So are you saying? So Dave, are you saying that for them to make any sort of move on the top four, do you think they need to get players in January?
Oh yeah.
Well, just look at their midfield. There's no one creative in that midfield.
So you're talking about what we're talking about then, Chile, in terms of the players that you need to get. I mean, I heard that you're linked with another striker. I don't know how true it is. You're linked with a striker.
Yeah, a few. My main positions to consider would be defence. We need a centre back and a playmaker, and I would take Eriksen. He's a free agent, and we know what he can do. I would take him.
What Eriksen, as in Eriksen that used to play for you?
Yeah, Christian Eriksen.
You sure though? I mean, listen.
Yeah, man.
Coming out of that, I mean, they've released him from Inter Milan.
That's because of Italian laws, though. It's not because of anything he done wrong on the pitch. It's not
No. I know I'm saying that, but I mean, with the way things are going, would you take that chance?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow,
100%.
Yeah, he's a better playmaker than what they've got so far, honestly.
Yeah. Because what you're finding is that, especially under Nuno, not so much under Conte, because Conte's, I think, asking Kane now to play much further up. Yeah, but under Nuno and even under Mourinho, you know, he was playing really deep. Yeah, but saying that, he had his best season last season under Mourinho, where he scored top goal scorer and assists.
Yeah.
You know, so he was coming and picking up the ball deep, but then under Nuno, it just wasn't working. And then obviously with the whole saga of him wanting to go to Man City and it falling through and everything, I suppose you're forgiving him now, Chill.
I don't know if you'd say forgiven. He's allowed to sit at the table again and eat his dinner with us, but he's not really.
So I take it that Sol Campbell could come back and eat the dinner table as well. Don't swear. Don't swear. Don't you swear on this show, yeah?
You don't want swearing on your channel.
Don't swear on this channel, bro. This is a Christian channel. Yeah. Man had to change up his name to Chili Top, man. Man used to come on my chat, Chili 666. I said I need to rebuke that spirit out of it, bro. Anyway. But no, for real though, have you got over that now? And does it look like Kane is gonna end up staying and trying to do the business and get scoring again? Because he's only scored 2 goals in the Premier League.
Well, I don't know if he's going to stay, but he's here now, so you got to back him, and he'll be here until the summer.
Yeah,
his price tag in the chat here. Down.
Yeah, defense for Spurs looks fragile, but Conte has already caused big improvements in Kane, Winks, Dele, Skip. Conte is a serious manager, definitely big challengers for Europe. And I'll totally agree with Ella Radar. I would agree with that. You know what I mean? I would agree with that. It's gonna be an interesting time concerning Tottenham and the fact that they've got Conte, and Dave obviously knows because he's an ex-Chelsea. What would you, Dave, as a Chelsea guy that used to have Conte, what are the pros and cons that you need to warn Chile about? Or
no, I think everyone knows his cons. He doesn't last longer than 2 seasons. In any major club. Well, the last 2 clubs he's managed, and even with the Italian squad, he only did 2 years with them. Is that he does fall out with players and also people at the top. So I think that's just one thing to look out for. I think he's on a 2-year contract with you guys. Was it an 18 months one?
18 months.
18 months. There we go. Yeah. So I think both sides of the parties have learned their lesson. So I'm sure Levy and his team know what he's like, and he himself knows what he's like as well. So I think that kind of works well. But what you're going to get out of him, I think I said this, a few weeks ago when they first appointed him, is that you're going to get the best out of players. Players are going to work harder and they're going to play to his system. That's it. They ain't going to change it up. They're going to, play under his instructions. And he will drill you and grill you if you don't do what he asks, on the training field, on the pitch. But top manager is a good manager. For me, I kind of lost quite a lot of respect for him, the way he treated Diego Costa. For me, that was like when I was like, okay, I think he's actually lost it now. I didn't like the way he treated him. Yeah, because Costa was, I think he's a Chelsea legend, and he was a top striker, and the way that situation was handled, for me, I don't feel that, was a great professional manner to handle something like that. Yeah.
Listen, we could talk all night about Tottenham. As I said, it will be an interesting top 4 race. I'll probably put Arsenal in the mix, but if I'm hand on heart, it will probably be out of Man United. Fact that they've got the better squad. Obviously, I mean the manager. He's not. I wouldn't call him no big time manager. I mean, he hasn't got the pedigree of Conte. Do you know what I mean? It's just that he's just got this philosophy, and I don't know why a lot of the Man United fans were getting a bit gassed because all of a sudden now they're going to be playing G-Gen pressing football. But as of yet, I've not seen it yet, so we'll just have to watch this space. But I think with Conte, if he drills it into these guys, these Tottenham guys, he will make an average player decent. Look what he did with Victor Moses. Look what he did with Victor Moses.
Yeah. Victor Moses, Marcus Alonso.
So you
both bang average players.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him. I wouldn't mind having him. But listen, we'll move on swiftly, and I want to talk about Thomas Tuchel. I'm your daddy, father, grandfather, godfather. Dave. But just before we do, Dave, I just want to, if everybody in the chat, Dave, you need to listen carefully. Yeah, just listen carefully as I play this extract. Who is the real deal? Yeah, who is the real deal? And the only reason why I came up with that that theme is because after Dave his team dismantled Norwich 7-0, then goes on and beats Newcastle 3-0. After the Norwich game, he decided that he was going to WhatsApp me just basically say, we've got this. Yeah, hands down. I can't remember the exact message that you actually sent. But
It was
I mean,
Champions Elect.
would you like to elaborate on the message that you sent? Would you like to elaborate on the message that you sent to me after the Norwich game?
Yeah, no, I just said Champions Elect. I think we're definitely going to win the league now.
I mean,
Okay.
look, we're 5 points.
Just before you talk.
Listen.
Yeah. Order.
I'm letting you talk. Go on.
Order. Okay.
Go on.
Dave, that was about a month ago, yeah?
Yeah.
The question I asked in the actual podcast subject matter is: should Thomas Tuchel be worried? Should Thomas Tuchel be worried about
absolutely not
job?
About his job? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, we're in the last 16 of the Champions League, which you probably are very much aware of because you don't have anything else to do on a Tuesday and Wednesday night. And on top of that, we are third place. We're third place, in the league still, and we're still
Dave,
there and about.
Dave, you're talking with this chess thing, yeah? Let me just read a few things that you
look.
Not looking. No, hold on a second, Dave, please. Sunday, not looking good at all. My word.
No, we're not. Because guess what? Listen to me. Listen, we didn't have our top players. Yeah.
Yes,
we didn't have any attackers on Sunday. Like we've had a lot. We've been hit quite hard with COVID with some of our big players. I think that missing Jorginho I think losing Kovacic and Kante has been a big pivotal part in that squad. Loftus-Cheek's legs are obviously kind of running a little bit low. I think he's playing more games than he's ever played in the calendar season. Do you know what I mean? At such high intensity. We've had two major blips from Jorginho in 2 games. I think 2 consecutive games. His mistakes led to goals. So I just feel that it's individual errors or individual problems. I don't think it's not Tuchel. It's not him at all. We're kind of low on certain big players that we normally have, and on top of that, I feel that there's just these 1 or 2 individual mistakes that's costing us these games. You look at our percentage, we're battering teams, 82%. And I think it was against Wolves or whatever. I think how many shots on target? Like 16 shots, So again, we're creating chances, just not putting them away. So just minor errors, but it's not looking good, obviously, because we should be beating teams. What do they call Wolves?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, in your last 18 points, you've accumulated, is it 7 points?
Yeah, which hasn't been good enough at all.
No, it's not.
And when you look at obviously Man City now, they've gone on this whole roll again, whereby they're just not being beaten. So you've got to keep up with the very best, and unfortunately we haven't. But I'm still keeping the hope. We still got half of the season to go, and we're still in touching distance. I don't think it's all lost now, to be fair.
Well, I tell you, it's a different demeanor of a month ago, bro. It's so humble. I like when somebody's
I'm not even we're in the last 16 of the Champions League. We've got so much to play for. We've got a quarter-final Carabao Cup game tomorrow against Brentford. Yeah, like. Well, let me just mention your
position. Okay, let me just mention your next few fixtures. Obviously, at the moment you're not scoring goals. Listen, you still conceded the least amount of goals in the league, so your defense is okay, but it's just that you're not scoring the goals, and when you're missing the likes of Lukaku, I think has he scored 2 Premier League goals? Is that?
Yeah, but he was injured as well, wasn't he?
That's what I'm. I'll take that into consideration. But just looking at so you've got Brentford tomorrow. You're away to Brentford, but you've got a lot of players out. That could be a banana skin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've got a lot of players out, so I don't genuinely believe it's Tuchel's fault, and I don't think that he is in trouble. I just feel that, unfortunately, we've just, haven't, had the best of runs with, players and their injuries, and obviously COVID.
Right. So I'm just going to reel off your next few fixtures. Yeah. So obviously you're away to Brentford, then you go away on the 26th to Aston Villa, who are doing quite well at the moment. Yeah, and remember, you're injury plagued at the moment. So listen, injury does play a big part. Then you have Brighton at home.
Yeah.
Then you've got Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
And then obviously the FA Cup, is it Chesterfield at
Chelmsford
home?
probably, or Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
And then you go away to Man City.
Yeah.
And then you have Tottenham.
Yeah. Tough games. But
tough January. It's a tough
very
January.
tough. Very tough. Hopefully we would have sorted it out. We would have got out our rusty period now. And, hopefully tomorrow, we can go back into winning ways.
Right.
But
Do you think...
Go on.
No, so say what you're saying.
No, I was going to say, I think if we don't get results, against City, Spurs and Liverpool, I think, we won't win the league then. But I think if we do get results, then we've got a chance.
Okay, so if you don't, big question to you, if you don't get those results, say you lose those games, 3 games, you get knocked out of the Carabao Cup. We won't win the league. What would Abramovich be thinking?
We'll still have Champions League. I mean, look, as long as we're in the running for the Champions League, it's really early to be like worrying about Tuchel's future at the moment. I think, anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just read this from Big D. Welcome to the chat, D. Real Man United fans ain't getting gas. It's a 6-month gig before he goes upstairs. My real concern is the next manager coming in the summer. Just quickly, who do you think they should get in the summer? Man U. I'd rather they get Ollie back. Kofi. Hi, people. Kofi's in the house, in the chat. He's saying City are pulling away. That is a concern as well.
Yeah, it's a massive concern because they're playing well. And that's the problem. When City play well under Pep, they don't seem to derail. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, and I think that's the worry, especially for Liverpool and yourselves. If they go on a run, you know what I mean? Listen, what is it, 7-7 or 18? Is it 8-8 now?
Oh, I don't know.
The last 2 games have scored 11 goals. 0 Leeds and then 4-0 Newcastle. Was it Newcastle? No, who did they play?
Newcastle. Yes, Newcastle 4-0. Yeah.
So they are going mad. Chile, who do you think Man United should go for in the summer, or do you think that Rangnick might decide to stay and see where we can take this team forward?
I think it's a no-brainer. I think they should be going for Poch, but then hopefully we can get him back in 18 months. So
you want Pochettino back then?
Yeah, because Conte's not going to stay.
Wow. You certainly don't have no faith in Conte staying.
No, he doesn't stay at clubs. He does 3 years lucky, and then he bounces. So, yeah. But if I was at Man United, I'd be trying to get either what's his name, Eric Ten Hag or whatever his name is.
Ajax guy.
Yeah,
from Ajax. Yeah.
One of those 2 I'd be going for. Yeah.
Well, I think Big D wants him. He goes. Let's see how much Paul Reck. It will Ralph. I think he's saying Reck. It will have on getting this guy because he's a good manager. There's a couple of them out there.
We've only seen him, take charge of 1 game for United, so there's still lots to see from this guy. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how United turn out in the next 2 to 3 games. Honestly.
Well, this is it because the thing is if he wants them to play this Gen press game, you know what I mean? I haven't seen it yet. Seen it in little spurts, but nothing. Do you know what I mean? And then there's talks about Pogba leaving in January. I think he can sign a pre-contract. He's coming, he's staying. We don't know what's going on with that. Maybe D can fill us in on that and let us know what the situation is going on with Pogba. They're also saying that possibly what's the guy? His name we can't take. He likes doing the dance on our pitch. What's his name? Dave? The guy that I can't. The Man United guy.
Lingard. Let's see Lingard. Yeah.
I mean, 1 minute we're hearing he's going, next minute he's saying he's staying. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be interesting in terms of what happens come the January if they are going to go out and buy big. But Ten Hag would be a good shout. I wouldn't mind having him. Ajax, Overmars, Bergkamp, and all that team coming over to Arsenal. I wouldn't mind that because still, for me, the jury is still out on Mikel Arteta. Yes, we've had a good couple of run of games, and yes, it is what it is. But for me, I need a manager that has the experience to lead a big club, like Arsenal. Kofi, Kane needs to be punished. So this is back at you, Chili. Kane needs to be punished. Right? He was not happy. He was not happy. Kofi was not happy. So just 2 minutes, defend Kane, and let's see if Kofi will forgive you.
I'll defend him, but you can't punish him now. He's done and dusted. You have to just suck it up, man. You know what it is,
man.
Well, that's typical Liverpool, though, isn't it? They always, throwing their toys out the pram.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised the league wasn't suspended. But I'm sure if a Liverpool player had COVID, they would have suspended the league probably. So.
Yeah. D again says we're not fit enough yet to play that full press football, which I actually agree with that. So it will take some time. But Kofi, there's your answer.
About Kane, Klopp should have been punished.
Exactly.
Disrespecting the referee and them things.
Every time Klopp gets away with it. Any other manager,
he's a bit of a moan. He's a bit of a moan.
Fine. It's true.
He likes to have a little bit of a moan.
And they call it passion. Well, every other manager does the same thing. So, yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, okay then. Move along swiftly. Arsenal. What the question I put in the podcast is: can Arsenal maintain top 4 position?
No. Can I quickly? Because obviously the time. So it's like, let me answer this, and then I'll quickly jet off quickly.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be tough for Arsenal to maintain top 4, only because at times you guys can just lack concentration in certain big moments and the big games. And we saw it happen at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Like big games, for some reason, you guys don't particularly turn up in that sense. And look at the United game, that was there for the taking.
And the Everton game as well.
And the Everton, exactly. So, especially when we had that conversation when Arsenal turned the wheel. Remember when you guys went on a 5 or 6 game unbeaten run? And remember, I was like, well, it's against all the smaller clubs. Wait until the bigger clubs come. And then again, I think maybe if you were to get over that hurdle of like beating a big 6 club.
I think it's that. It's this.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, you know what? Let's hope that we can maintain that top 4. Listen, it's some people say it's a false position because obviously Man United and Tottenham have got games in hand. But hopefully, if Spurs can do what they do, which is Spurs it up, then that'd be great. And Man United just have the Ollie mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because at the moment, as Dee says, they're not fit enough yet to play that full press football. So we'll have to wait and see. But Dave, listen, thanks for joining.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
On podcast, mate. I know it's late over there. Enjoy your food. Enjoy posting on Insta. All the parties and all the things that you do. You know what I mean? Living life as it is. We are going to be doing another one next week up the Christmas. Obviously, what's that?
Okay.
What's next week, Tuesday?
28th.
So if you're around, I'd appreciate it. Come on, we'll see how we've done, and hopefully, Chelsea will be in a, just before you do go. And I like to do this. It's my traditional thing that I do.
Yeah.
You know what it is, isn't it? You know where I'm going to go with this one. The form league table. The Premier League form table. Yeah. So just to let you know, at the top,
Man City.
Yeah. Second place, Liverpool. Who do you think is in third?
Tottenham.
Probably you guys. Is it you guys?
Arsenal.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Aston Villa in fourth. Tottenham, top 5, Europa League. and Man United on 10 points. So the form table, Chelsea have dropped down, Dave, to 7th, 9 points in the last 6 games.
Yeah, we've
So
got to turn it around. Yeah,
you've got to turn it around because I want you to come back on the next one and just say, yeah, we got this. But listen, Dave, thanks for coming on, mate. Enjoy the rest of the day and evening. Don't sleep too hard, yeah? You got to work tomorrow. Take it easy, mate. God bless.
I'm going to bed, guys. Take care.
Take care, man. Take care. Yes, Chilly, yeah. So that's the form table, mate. And it's properly switched around. I mean, Man City have pretty much been up there all the time. And, Liverpool, obviously, thereabouts. Arsenal, sitting around that top 4 when it comes to form. Yeah, we've been in that top 4 for a little while. We did drop out. I think it was last week or the week before. I think we dropped down to 5th or 6th. We're now back up that 3rd place, and obviously you're out of the Champions League position in 5th place at the moment, currently as we speak.
But we all know that you don't finish in the European spot, so it doesn't matter. You'll drop out.
Well, listen, look, chill. Look, we did it for a few years. We did it for like 17, 18 years straight, mate. So you know what I mean. We just thought we thought we let you have a little time in there.
Remember the last time I see you in Europe? That's all I know.
Well, the last time was 2017, 18.
Oh, that's a long time ago, man.
It is what it is, man. As I said, you're just keeping the seat warm for us. Okay, Big D saying Ralph is hinting that Pogba hasn't done enough to warrant a new contract and injured most of the season. However, a contract was on the table and he didn't sign it. Personally, I'd cut him loose and get a CDM. What do you think of that statement by Big D?
You just got to let him go on a free. Is that what you're saying?
Basically,
come January, he could contract.
Say that again.
How long's he got left? Is it in the summer?
He goes in the summer.
Oh well, there's nothing they can do anyway.
He can start talking to clubs in January.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's going to do.
And I know he's been linked with Real Madrid, Juventus. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. If PSG might look at him. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think he's going to end up staying. I don't know whether that system will suit him anyway. I don't know if he can do that pressing thing. You know what I mean? We'll have to just wait and see. Big D saying sell him in January. So D wants shot of him. So and then getting a new CDM that can probably play that system of that G-Gen press, as it were. So listen, Chile, the whole COVID situation, and with the league. Do you think that with the FA Cup now, what they've done, they've decided that the 3rd and 4th round now are going to be scrapped, and they're going to end up doing extra time and penalties, because obviously with the fixture congestion, and games just piling up. You know what I mean? You got the African Cup of Nations. And then, we don't, if there's going to be another lockdown, obviously the Premier League have met with the 21 clubs and said that they're not going to put a circuit breaker on. They're going to carry on playing. But I do know of a number of clubs in the championships that now had their games postponed this weekend. And the cases now, our highest amount of cases now, I think are up to 90 plus with the next round of testing. So this thing ain't going away. And so I'm wondering, are they going to stop fans as well coming back to the stadium? We didn't want to go through that all again. What are your thoughts concerning the whole COVID situation? Do you think that they should take a break so that all the players can get back? Because at the moment, they're just dropping like flies. What are your thoughts?
That's exactly what I think. I think they should have 2 weeks, no football, and just let everyone get fit and healthy again. That way as well, hopefully, when you do come back, you haven't got to ban the fans. You can have the fans still coming in to watch the football. Yeah, I think that they can't carry on like this because teams, if you don't do anything, then teams are just got to keep dropping. I forget who it was. Was it Liverpool or Man United had 9 players out the other day?
Yeah, and I think they had to shut the training ground down. I mean, Thomas Tuchel came out at the weekend. He tried to get the game cancelled against Wolves, And the papers, the papers like to sensationalize things. He was saying that, they might not turn up to the game against Brentford or whatever, but I can't see that happening. But what they're saying is that if you can field a team of 14, a squad of 14, and then you may have to then go into the under 23s and get those. Yeah. But Thomas Tuchel was saying there's a rule for one club and a rule for others. So they didn't get their game postponed, yet they had seven cases. You know what I mean? So this thing ain't going away, because when one set of players go down, and the other thing as well, there's two things points I want to make. And the first point is just concerning the players' health. One of the things is that, some people are saying that the Premier League, because obviously it's all about the money and obviously the TV and stuff like that, they're saying that they don't really take the players' health into. These guys are super fit. But if the managers are coming out and saying that these players are dropping like flies, do you know what I mean? And the Premier League is putting money before their personal health. What are your thoughts on that?
But that's what they're gonna do. They always do that. When do they ever care about the players or the fans? It's a business to them, and it's a business that they want to keep making money come what may. So they're not easily stop the league, but eventually I think they might be forced to do it, and then that's going to be even worse.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this is from Klopp? Not buying players that are vaccinated. That are not vaccinated. Sorry.
That he won't buy a player that's not been
not vaccinated. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that he has that right?
He decides who they're going to buy and that. But if that's the reason, then me personally, I'm vaccinated. But if somebody isn't, that's down to them. That's their choice. It's nothing to do with. And so I don't think that players should be discriminated against because they haven't been vaccinated.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because sometimes this could all go into like lawsuits, because if a player is not taking vaccination because of religious reasons or health reasons or whatever it is, as I said, it's really their own. It's up to them. You should not. I mean, they're talking about they want to bring this in now that if players are not vaccinated, some I can't remember where I heard it, but they're saying if players are not vaccinated, I don't know if I heard it. This was in the Championship or what? I might be misquoting, but something to the effect that they'd like to see all players vaccinated, and if those are not vaccinated, then they can't take part in playing football, which I think is totally wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, it's becoming like what they call, what's that word? Triconian state, or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's mad.
Players, if the players. Maybe if you're not vaccinated, then you've got to take the test before the game. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But take the test and they're negative, then you have to let them play.
Simple things. Yeah, simple things. Yeah, I hear that, man. But so the weekend is mad. It's absolutely mad. So the game's coming up. Let's go into the last phase of the show. The game's coming up. So Arsenal. We've got Norwich away. They ain't doing too well at the moment, losing pretty much all their games. You know what I mean? I think they sit bottom of the league, or second from bottom. I think Newcastle might. Might be propping up the table, but we play them away. When we had them at home, when we was kind of going through our sort of little bad patch, we only beat them 1-0 at home. But at the moment, we've gone on a nice little run. We've got the likes of Martinelli, who scored in his last 2 games. Smith Rowe coming off the bench. As a matter of fact, Smith Rowe's got 7 goals are in the Premier League. That's more goals than Harry Kane and Lukaku put together. At least we're getting goals from our midfield. Aubameyang situation, obviously, he looks like he's banished from the club. There's a likelihood that he could be sold in January.
Do you think that Arteta's flexing his muscles and showing how strong he is, or?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if Aubameyang has breached whatever it is, I mean, nobody's coming out saying what it is.
But wasn't it because his mother was sick?
Yeah, so his mother was sick. Fair enough. He asked for permission to go to France. Yeah, but I think he came back a day late. I'm hearing all sorts of stories that he missed the testing and whatnot. So there's all different stories out there, and nobody's really coming out because even when they pressed Arteta, you know, he said that it's a personal thing. But they've acted and hung him out to dry. Listen. I'm not complaining because at the moment Arsenal are doing quite well without him. Yeah, but listen, if Martinelli gets injured, we're going to need, you know, a striker back in there. You know, he's bringing on the likes of Nketiah, you know, in front of Pepe, who we pay £72 million for. Nketiah's got 6 months left on his contract. He's ended up going to be going in January. You know what I mean? And he's bringing them in before. And with the Martinelli situation, the only reason why I think Martinelli ended up playing was because Saka got injured and he ended up playing in the Newcastle game. Yeah. So was it something, you know, some people are saying that it was a genius stroke by Arteta to just keep Martinelli back and then bring him in. But I just think he just thought, it's just like the Smith Rowe situation. We had injuries. Smith Rowe came in last season. He started to play well, scored goals. I think he scored against Chelsea. I think it was Chelsea. And he just literally hit the ground running from there on in. But he's our highest goal scorer. We're now he's starting to get goals in his game from midfield. It's just our strikers at the moment that are lacking.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah. So we're away to Norwich. Hopefully that should be an away win. That will still, you know, we're on 32 points currently at the moment. If we win that game and if Chelsea slip up, we could end up being 3 points behind Chelsea. We're currently 5 points at the moment behind Chelsea. And as I said, they could end up slipping up. So you never know. Third place. but I do realize that you guys have got games in hand, and Man United as well got games in hand. So not going to get too happy. But all we can doing is winning our games. Say that again, Tuchel.
When we win those games in hand, you'll be 7th, like I said.
We'll see. We will see. We will see. Who's your next game?
Southampton, I think.
What is that, away?
Yeah.
Yeah, Southampton just drew a win. Yeah, they drew a win. But as I said, top 4 is going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm not counting my chickens. As I said, jury is absolutely still out on Arteta. I just don't think the job I think what it is for me, when I look at that, this youth project, you know, and this whole process thing, it's almost like the club and Arteta are trying to make a point. Do you know what I mean? So Scott, looking forward to seeing Balogun. Yeah, I mean, listen, Balogun, I mean, I think he might end up going on loan. There's a number of clubs in Europe looking at him, but I think he may go on loan in the Championship. But, you know, why not try Balogun? He's scoring in the under-23s. He's doing really well in the under-23s. So why not try him? Do you know what I mean? Look at what Martinelli's doing now. You know what I mean? He's scored, I think now he's got 4 goals. I think he's level with Aubameyang in the Premier League. So, you know, young team, you never know. I mean,
what would you do with Aubameyang?
Is this Pepe's last chance? Well, that's if he ever gets a chance to go on the pitch, Scott. Listen, Pepe, he's an enigma because, you know, is it the price tag that's worn him down? I don't know. You know what I mean? He's not really a £72 million player. The guy has got goals in him. Not going to lie, he's got goals in him, but he's just so frustrating. Do you know what I mean? And maybe he doesn't fit the Arteta system. It might be that he doesn't fit the Arteta system. Just a big thing say, I prefer having the 3 points in the bag rather than games in hand. Absolutely, they agree with you there. Absolutely. What are you saying there, Chill?
What do you think is going to happen with Aubameyang?
Aubameyang, as you like to call him,
Mr.
Mr. Uber. Yeah, he's probably going to, with a name like short and that, he'll probably start doing deliveries. Listen, look, I think there's talk that like they're trying to if I can say the word, bring him back into the side. He did send out a tweet after Gabriel scored his goal, just showing him some love and that. So, you know, I mean, he's still showing love. He's not being bitter or anything like that. I don't think. Listen, if he doesn't go in January, he's on 350 bags a week. He's 32 years old, 33 years old. You know, at the moment, I don't think there's going to be any clubs that can afford him unless he goes to the MLS or goes to abroad or somewhere like that. I like Uber to knuckle down like Shaka did. Yeah, I mean, listen, Shaka, you know what happened with him? He swore at the crowd, lost his armband, but he's got back in there. Listen, Shaka's not my cup of tea, personally speaking. I think the game is too fast for him. Saying that, he did have a good game against Leeds. Putting that nice through ball for Martinelli, but I think he just needs to knuckle down and stop, you know, getting all these cars wrapped. You know what I mean? And get on the pitch and start wrapping some balls into the net. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs to start doing that. And hopefully, you know, there's talk that he could maybe play in the game tonight, which is going to be kicking off, I think, 7:45, 8 o'clock. I've got a mate of mine that's down there at the game. So he's going to be sending me some posts to let me know what's going on down there. So we've got a good chance in going through. We're playing Sunderland, so hopefully there may be quite a few changes, but hopefully we can do the business and get into the semi-finals and see who we meet. We can never know. Chile might be meeting you in the semi-finals. You got West Ham, maybe tomorrow, innit?
Past West Ham.
You'll get past West Ham.
We won't.
Oh, well, even after that confident run.
No, because he's probably going to drop players, and they're not going to take it as serious as the league. And West Ham are playing well.
Yeah. Well, let's. I mean, I don't know. Conte might take this game seriously and field a strong side.
He might. You don't
know.
I
mean, you as I said, it's just that fixture congestion. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And got to drop players somewhere.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, West Ham in the through their games now, they haven't been playing too well. They have dropped off a little bit. I think they may lose out on top four. I think they were punching a little bit.
I don't think they were contention for top four. They were playing well, but not
for top four. Yeah, they haven't got the squad. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they lose. Look, they had 3 or 4 players out when we played them. So you know that, and we really played well against them. I mean, they didn't know what hit them when we played them the other day at the Emirates. That was a really good game. Scott says MLS would be the best option. I like Xhaka as he's the closest to Avera, and he's still not close. Absolutely agree with you on that. Thanks, just found the channels. Thank you for subbing, mate. Really appreciate that. On my way to 200 subscribers. So thanks for subscribing, Scott. And I hope you'll become a part of the community, mate. And it's a pleasure having you on, mate, and interacting on the chat. And Chile, the Tottenham supporter with his multicolored top. Jill, listen, it was your debut, and listen, mate, I think we can do this again, bro. You've done really well, mate. And I think I'll definitely be talking to you off camera, and I'll probably give you a call tomorrow, and we'll discuss things and discuss your contract. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to you. Well, you're 350 bags, yeah?
Yeah.
Scott's saying here to play ESR Martin is going to be interesting. Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what happens going forward. Hopefully tonight we'll get a win. Predicting, I don't think we'll concede. I want to go for a 3-0 win against Sunderland. What's your prediction before we go tomorrow against West Ham? I know you said that you're probably going to lose, but what's your head saying and what's your heart saying?
I'm going to say it's going to be 2-2.
2-2. You got the penalties.
Yeah, then West Ham will beat us.
Okay.
No, we'll probably beat them on penalties. If it does go to penalties, we'll probably win. I don't know.
Okay. Thanks for your confidence. But listen, guys, thank you for taking part this evening. Thank you for those in the chat, for coming on the show and interacting with us. Scott is saying 3-0. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody that's come on the show this evening. Thank you again, Chile, for coming on and taking time out your...
Big up Shigsy on the Ball TV.
Oh, yeah, Shigsy on the Ball TV. Go and subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
I know you're on there. Have you got your own channel? You got any links that you want to put in there?
No. I just go on the Ball TV for some good old fashioned banter. We expect to see you there soon.
Yeah, I can't type fast enough. Yeah, but what is it again?
On the Ball TV.
Yeah. On the Ball TV.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah, just type that in.
Yeah, just type that into YouTube or Spotify.
Yeah. And when is that show happening?
Mondays at 8:30 and Thursdays at 8:30.
Good show. Yeah, I watched you a couple of times on that show, mate. So yeah. But tell them sorry I poached you for the evening.
They'll probably be
Yeah.
grateful, to be honest.
But listen, thanks, Chill, mate. We'll speak soon. Thank you, guys. And listen, it's been a pleasure. Please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next What's Going On podcast. That will be next week, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Take care. God bless.